Have you ever noticed how one small comment from someone can ruin your entire day? One rude tone, one careless message, one moment of disrespect, and suddenly your mood changes, your energy drops, and your mind keeps replaying what happened again and again. Why does someone else have so much power over how you feel? Think about it. A stranger says something annoying, and hours later you are still angry. A coworker behaves badly, and your peace disappears. Someone ignores you, and now you question your worth. The real question is not why people behave badly. The real question is why their behavior controls your emotions. Most people live like emotional puppets. Every reaction is controlled by someone else's actions. When people are kind, they feel good. When people are rude, they feel terrible. Their peace depends on how others behave, and that means their happiness is always in someone else's hands. But here is the truth most people never realize. No one can make you angry without your permission. No one can disturb your peace unless you allow it. Anger does not come from people. It comes from your reaction to them. Imagine someone insults you in a language you don't understand. Would you get angry? Of course not, because the words have no meaning to you. The insult only hurts when your mind accepts it. This means the power was never in their words. The power was in your interpretation. The problem is that from childhood we are trained to react. We expect respect from everyone. We expect fairness. We expect people to understand us, support us, and behave correctly. And when they don't, we feel attacked. But the world does not operate according to our expectations. People are distracted, insecure, jealous, stressed, or fighting battles we know nothing about. Their behavior is often about their own struggles, not about you. Yet we take everything personally. Someone is rude because they had a bad day, but we think they hate us. Someone ignores us because they are overwhelmed, but we feel rejected. Someone criticizes us because of their own insecurity, and we feel wounded. We carry emotional burdens that were never meant for us. And every time you react with anger, frustration, or resentment, you lose something precious. You lose energy. You lose focus. You lose peace. Hours of your life disappear because of a moment that should have meant nothing. Strong people understand something different. They understand that emotional control is real power. Anyone can shout. Anyone can react. Anyone can lose their temper. But very few people can stay calm when provoked. Very few people can smile when disrespected. Very few people can walk away without carrying anger in their heart. When you stop letting people control your emotions, something powerful happens. You become lighter, clearer, stronger. Situations that once ruined your day become small and meaningless. Drama loses its grip on you. You stop being a prisoner of other people's moods. And here is the promise for you. If you stay until the end of this journey, you will learn how to build a mind that stays calm, no matter who tries to provoke you. You will discover how to protect your peace in a noisy world. And most importantly, you will learn how to become emotionally untouchable, the kind of person who walks through chaos without losing inner balance. Because the moment you stop reacting to everything, the moment you take back control of your emotions, you unlock a freedom most people never experience. And everything begins with understanding one simple truth: your anger is not their power. It is your permission. Once you understand that anger comes from your reaction, not from other people, a new question appears. Why do certain people trigger you so easily while others don't affect you at all? Think about it carefully. A stranger's opinion rarely hurts. But when someone close criticizes you, it stings. When a coworker questions your ability, it burns. When someone disrespects you in public, anger rises instantly. The reaction feels automatic, almost uncontrollable. But there is a psychological reason behind this. Every person carries invisible emotional wounds, old memories, past failures, rejections, moments where we felt small, ignored, or not good enough. Over time, we build an ego to protect those wounds. The ego wants respect. It wants recognition. It wants validation. And whenever someone says or does something that touches those hidden insecurities, the ego reacts like it is under attack. This is why anger often appears so quickly. It is not about the present moment. It is about old pain being triggered again. For example, if someone grew up feeling unheard, they become angry when interrupted. If someone was often criticized, they become defensive when corrected. If someone struggled with rejection, they overreact when ignored. The reaction seems to be about today, but it is actually about yesterday. And here is the deeper truth. The same rule applies to the people who upset you. Their behavior often comes from their own pain, not from hatred toward you. The person who insults others may feel insecure inside. The person who constantly argues may feel powerless in their own life. The one who spreads negativity may be carrying frustration and disappointment. Hurt people often try to hurt people, not because they are evil, but because they don't know how to handle their own pain. When you understand this, something changes. You stop seeing every rude person as an enemy. Instead, you see someone struggling with their own battles. Their anger is not proof of your weakness. It is evidence of their internal struggle. This realization gives you emotional distance. Instead of reacting instantly, you begin to observe. Instead of taking things personally, you recognize patterns. You understand that many people are simply projecting their frustrations onto whoever is nearby. And when you stop taking things personally, anger loses its fuel. Strong minds ask different questions. Instead of thinking, "How dare they treat me like this?" they think, "What pain could make someone behave this way?" This shift does not mean you accept disrespect. It means you refuse to carry someone else's emotional baggage. You start protecting your peace instead of defending your ego. You stop fighting battles that bring no growth. And slowly, situations that once triggered you become easier to handle. The moment you realize most negativity from others is about them, not you, emotional freedom begins. You stop reacting to every comment, every opinion, every small conflict. You become calmer, clearer, and harder to disturb. And once you reach this understanding, a powerful transformation becomes possible. Because when you no longer expect people to behave perfectly, you begin to develop the mindset that makes you emotionally untouchable. Once you stop taking everything personally, another powerful realization begins to grow. The world does not disturb you as much as your expectations do. Most anger is born from silent expectations we carry every day. We expect people to be polite. We expect friends to understand us. We expect coworkers to be fair. We expect strangers to behave reasonably. And when reality doesn't match these expectations, frustration appears instantly. But here is the uncomfortable truth. People are unpredictable. Some are kind, some are careless, some are selfish, some are dealing with problems you cannot see. Expecting everyone to behave according to your standards is like expecting the weather to obey your mood. It will disappoint you again and again. The strongest people understand something different. They stop expecting perfect behavior from imperfect humans. And this single mindset shift makes them emotionally untouchable. Imagine walking into a situation already prepared for people to be imperfect. Someone speaks rudely. Instead of being shocked, you stay calm because you knew it could happen. Someone disappoints you. Instead of anger, you adjust and move forward. When expectations drop, peace rises. This does not mean becoming cold or negative. It means becoming realistic. It means understanding that your emotional stability should not depend on how others behave. Because the only thing you truly control is your response. Emotionally powerful people develop a habit that changes everything. They observe before reacting. They pause before responding. In that small pause, anger loses its control. When something triggers you, notice what happens inside. Your heart rate increases. Thoughts rush in. Your mind prepares for conflict. Most people react instantly in that moment. They speak words they later regret. They create conflicts that drain energy. But emotionally strong people train themselves to wait. Just a few seconds, a breath, a moment of awareness. And during that pause, they ask a powerful question. Is this situation worth my peace? Most of the time, the answer is no. Someone's bad mood is not worth your energy. A stranger's opinion is not worth your anger. A small misunderstanding is not worth ruining your day. When you start choosing peace over ego, life becomes lighter. Calm people are not weak. They are disciplined. They understand that reacting emotionally gives control to others. Staying calm keeps control within. And something interesting begins to happen. When you stop reacting to every provocation, people treat you differently. Drama loses interest in you. Arguments fade faster. Others start respecting your calm presence because they cannot easily disturb you. You begin to realize that emotional independence is true freedom. You no longer need approval to feel good. You no longer need everyone to understand you. You no longer waste energy trying to correct every misunderstanding. You simply stay grounded while the world moves around you. And when this mindset becomes part of you, staying calm is no longer a struggle. It becomes natural, because you now understand a powerful truth. Peace is not found in controlling people. Peace is found in controlling yourself. And from this point forward, the journey becomes practical. Because emotional strength grows through daily habits that protect your mind in real situations. Understanding emotional control is powerful, but real change happens when calm behavior becomes a daily habit. Because in real life, situations don't arrive slowly. They hit suddenly. Someone disrespects you. Traffic tests your patience. A colleague blames you unfairly. A stranger behaves aggressively. And in those moments, knowledge alone is not enough. You need habits that protect your peace automatically. The first habit is the pause. Most emotional damage happens in the first few seconds of reaction. Words spoken in anger, messages sent in frustration, decisions made in ego. A simple pause interrupts this pattern. When something triggers you, stop for a moment. Breathe once, slowly. That single breath gives your logical mind time to catch up with your emotions. During that pause, ask yourself a simple question. Will this matter tomorrow? Most conflicts will not. Most arguments fade quickly. Most insults are forgotten. But the consequences of emotional reactions sometimes stay for years. One moment of patience can prevent hours, days, or even relationships from breaking. The second habit is choosing silence over unnecessary battles. Not every opinion needs correction. Not every insult needs response. Many people argue just to release their own frustration. When you refuse to participate, their anger loses direction. Silence is not weakness. Silence is control. Strong people understand that proving a point is less important than protecting peace. Winning an argument often costs more energy than walking away from it. The third habit is emotional detachment. This does not mean you stop caring about people. It means you stop allowing situations to enter your mind deeply. Imagine emotions like waves hitting the shore. You can watch them arrive without letting them pull you into the ocean. When someone behaves badly, observe it instead of absorbing it. Notice their tone, their frustration, their insecurity, but do not carry it with you. Let their negativity stay with them. Another powerful habit is understanding the cost of anger. Anger feels powerful in the moment, but afterward it leaves exhaustion, regret, and damaged relationships. Calmness, on the other hand, keeps your energy intact. It helps you think clearly. It earns respect naturally. People begin to notice the difference. While others lose control, you remain steady. While others shout, you speak calmly. While others create drama, you move forward peacefully. And slowly, people stop trying to provoke someone who cannot be easily disturbed. Finally, learn to protect your mental environment. Limit exposure to constant negativity. Avoid conversations that revolve only around complaints and gossip. Surround yourself with people who value growth and peace. Your mind absorbs what you expose it to daily. When these habits become part of your routine, calmness becomes effortless. Situations that once triggered anger become small inconveniences. You start choosing responses instead of reacting automatically. And over time, something powerful happens. You become someone whose presence feels stable in chaotic moments. Someone who cannot be easily shaken. Someone who keeps peace not because life is easy, but because the mind is strong. And when emotional control becomes your natural state, a final transformation begins to appear. The transformation into a person nothing and no one can truly disturb. When calmness becomes part of your daily behavior, something extraordinary begins to happen. Situations that once controlled your emotions no longer have the same power. The noise around you continues, people still behave unpredictably, problems still appear, but inside there is space, there is control, there is peace. And this is where the real transformation begins. You stop trying to change everyone around you and start strengthening the person within you. Because the truth is, life will always test your patience. There will always be difficult people, unfair moments, and unexpected challenges. The difference now is that you are no longer fragile in front of them. Emotionally unshakable people understand one powerful principle. Peace is an internal decision, not an external condition. They do not wait for perfect circumstances to feel calm. They create calm within imperfect circumstances. Think about the freedom this brings. No more sleepless nights because of someone's opinion. No more wasted days replaying arguments in your head. No more emotional exhaustion caused by people who don't even think about you afterward. You move through life lighter because you refuse to carry unnecessary emotional weight. And something else changes too. When people realize they cannot easily disturb you, their behavior toward you shifts. Those who seek drama lose interest because they cannot provoke reactions. Those who respect strength begin to admire your composure. Calmness commands a quiet respect that anger never achieves. You start noticing situations differently. Someone speaks harshly, and instead of reacting, you feel compassion or indifference. Someone misunderstands you, and instead of fighting, you clarify calmly or move on. Small conflicts no longer deserve your attention because your focus has moved toward growth, goals, and inner peace. At this point, emotional strength becomes your natural identity. You become the person others come to for stability. The one who keeps perspective when everyone else panics. The one who listens instead of exploding. The one who walks away from negativity instead of feeding it. This does not mean you accept disrespect or allow people to cross boundaries. True calmness includes strong boundaries. You learn to say no without anger. You distance yourself without hatred. You protect your energy without needing revenge. Your silence becomes stronger than arguments, and your absence becomes louder than conflict. And perhaps the most beautiful part of this transformation is the relationship you build with yourself. When you control your emotions, self-respect grows. Confidence becomes natural. You no longer need constant approval because your peace does not depend on others. Life feels simpler, problems feel smaller, and challenges become opportunities to strengthen patience and wisdom instead of excuses for anger. In the end, emotional mastery is not about becoming cold or distant. It is about becoming free. Free from unnecessary anger, free from constant irritation, free from emotional chaos caused by others. And when you reach this level, you realize something powerful. The world did not become calmer, you did. And because of that, nothing and no one can truly take your peace away again.